What's up, Booktube? It's Monty, and today I'm back again to talk to you about my 2019 reading resolutions. So let's just get into it. I only have a handful, and the first one is I want to be more involved in the bookish community, be it here, commenting on videos, and on Twitter. Last year, after my phone decided it was not going to record audio, I decided to just dip out. I was going to update my Goodreads account, and that was about it. So that's what I did for most of 2018 was I read books and I posted about it on Goodreads. But this year I would like to stay continuously involved in BookTube and to comment on videos and to be on Twitter and to utilize that and like make friendships and connections, because I haven't really ever decided to do that in my booktubing life. Part of that is just because I've never really been consistent, but I also have just never been that invested because it's just not been a thing that's happened, I guess. My next goal is to make at least one video a month, which I don't think I'll have any problems with. Before my phone decided to like just not want to work with me anymore, I was able to do that. I was able to make a video every month. So there's a little bit more involved now, but it's honestly like this is a very doable goal, and I honestly think that there will be more than one a month, but I just want to have like that nice baseline as I again try to work toward consistency. The next goal I have is to finish the books by Adam Silvera that I haven't read, which are More Happy Than Not and History Is All You Left Me. I have both of those checked out from the library. I'm waiting on a couple more to come in that I have on hold, and once they do, I will be making a January TBR video. More like a library haul. It'll probably be a library haul because I have like 30 some odd books checked out, and I don't plan on reading all of them. But those will be the books that I plan to pull from, just like I did last year when I had my library haul videos and I showed like these are all the things that I have, but I probably won't get to most of them, at least not in the month of January. And then I also want to finish the one book by Chad Coltkin that I haven't read. If you've been on my channel, then you know that Chad is one of my, I wouldn't say he's one of my most read, but I've definitely reviewed all of his books so far. So The Average American Male and The Average American Marriage, Men, Women, and Children, and The Lie. I think The Lie is probably the one I would recommend to most people just because it's messy as fuck, and it's like an episode of Maury on crack, and it's, now that new adult is a thing, I think that you could market The Lie as new adult, and I think that it could have a nice life. I have a review, I'll try to link it up in the cards, so you could watch that one. Although Men, Women, and Children, I think, is his most well-rounded novel, and it definitely is less misogynistic and just generally less problematic than some of his others. But Strange Animals came out years ago, and I refused to buy it because it has an ugly as fuck cover, and I just didn't want it. I don't have a bookshelf, so I would never have to see the cover, but I would just know that it exists, and it's ugly, and I just refuse to buy it. So I have it coming in at the library, and I'll finally get around to reading it, and I'll finally be able to conclude my series of Chad Coltkin book reviews. And then last but not least is one that I'm sort of on the fence about because I feel like this one associates the most pressure, and that's something that I've actively sought to distance myself from in terms of bookish content and reading, and that's to be part of the Catch-Up Book Club. And so for the first 10 months of the year, they'll be reading the Song of Ice and Fire series. It's broken up so that each book that's out gets 2 months. So in March, because that's totally the beginning of the year, in January and February, they'll be reading A Game of Thrones. March and April, it will be A Clash of Kings. Those are the two that I have already read. I'll leave a link up in the cards to my review of A Clash of Kings. It was like 4 years ago at this point, almost 5. So I don't know if my opinions on that would still be valid or true. So I don't know if I'll be participating in those sections of the read-a-thon or read-along. I'll leave a link down to their Twitter and to Becca and the Books, who announced this and put it all together. I'll leave a link down to her channel so you have more details. But then in May and June, they'll be reading A Storm of Swords, which is the book that I read, or the book I left off on, I should say. And so I think that's where I'm going to jump on, but I don't know. It all sort of depends on what January is like as a reading month for me, and if I want to add a Game of Thrones to that. Then in July and August, they'll be reading A Feast for Crows, which is the shortest of the first three, I want to say. It's definitely shorter than A Storm of Swords. So A Storm of Swords is like the hill, and then after that it's down. And then A Dance with Dragons, they'll be reading in September and October. And again, that's shorter than A Storm of Swords. And so it would be, again, just like I made it over the hill. So I might be participating in that. I don't know. If I do, then you'll see the reviews go up. And I will be definitely checking out the live shows associated at the end of each second month to talk about the associated book if I do participate in the readathon. So this video is going up kind of late. It'll be, what, the 28th of October? Today is the 29th of October. So October, oh my god, it's fucking December. That's how you know I'm filming this too late. So let me know down in the comment section below what your 2019 reading goals are. And I'm going to go to bed now. And I'm not going to edit that out. I could, but I'm not going to. And I'll see you when I see you. But until then, bye.